All right, y'all. Welcome back to Corks, Cocktails, and Chemistry, the show where we pour something smooth, speak something real, and stir up the kind of chemistry that has folks looking at you like, what you so happy for? I'm your host, Chafé, and tonight we are talking touchdowns and tenderness, that sweet balance of strength and softness, passion and presence. So go ahead and top off your glass while I slide into the flavor lounge for our glass and ash segment. Tonight's pairing begins with a crisp, tasty tequila mule. Bold enough to make a statement, smooth enough to stay a while. Now look, before you scrunch your face up and whisper, ugh, tequila, I need you to relax your spirit, because tequila has been misunderstood longer than a good woman with boundaries or a man with emotional intelligence. Tequila is not the villain. Tequila is romance in a bottle. It's history, it's culture, it's intention. It's one of the first spirits distilled right here in North America, so we're going to have to put some respect on its name. Tequila is not just shots and bad decisions. Good tequila is layered with mineral, floral, woody, clean, bold flavors. It's sexy. Honestly, tequila is given emotionally available when you sip it correctly. And if you are a wine lover who swears nothing else belongs in your glass, baby, tequila has depth that will make you question your whole personality. Now let's break down this tequila mule, because this drink deserves its own round of applause. A tequila mule is basically a Moscow mule that went on vacation, got a tan, learned some boundaries, and came back with better stories. You've got tequila, fresh lime juice, ginger beer. It's fizzy, spicy, citrusy, warm in all the right places. It hits smooth, but it still lets you know that it's there, just like good chemistry should. Fellas, don't be scared. Try it. And ladies, yes, I added a splash of sugar-free blueberry lavender syrup because life is already stressful enough, and my drink, it doesn't need to be. Tonight, I'm pairing this relaxation in a copper mug with a cigar that gives cream, chocolate, black cherry, and espresso on the back end. Because balance matters in everything, including your smoke. And let me say this real clear for the ladies. Yes, sis, we smoke cigars too. Not for decoration, not to look cute. We're actually enjoying them. We're learning flavors. We're slowing down. We are claiming the ritual. And don't worry, I'm going to coach you through cigars step by step in a future episode. This is just an introduction. A wink. Stay tuned is coming. Now let's pause for an energy reset. We're not taking a dramatic pause, not a heavy one, just a real one. And let me ask you, how are you walking into the room tonight? Not how you look, how do you feel? Because energy tells the truth long before words ever do. I'll go first. I'm feeling good tonight. I don't know if it's the tequila mule or if it's just that I've had a pretty good week. I'm not feeling rushed. I'm not feeling scattered. I'm not performing. I'm centered. Just centered. I'm clear in my mind, solid in my body, comfortable in my own lane. And let me say this. These kinds of days didn't always come easy for me. So when I get one, I don't rush past it. I don't downplay it. I don't pretend It's just another day. Because today didn't drain me, it supported me. This week, things flowed. Conversations made sense. Decisions didn't feel forced. And that's how I know I was aligned. See, alignment isn't about everything being perfect. It's about things feeling right without you having to fight for it. You ever notice how when you're aligned, you're not explaining yourself as much? You're not overthinking every move. You're not chasing clarity. It's just there. That's not luck. That's chemistry working internally. That's what happens when your mind, your body, and your spirit are finally on the same page, not arguing in the group chat. And here's the thing they don't always tell you. Alignment is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't beg for validation. It doesn't need an applause. Aligned energy just is. It's walking into rooms without shrinking or performing. It's being comfortable when you're not the loudest voice. It's knowing who you are and not needing to convince anybody else. That's soft power. And soft power, baby, is undefeated. Because when you're aligned, you move differently. You respond instead of react. You choose peace without guilt. You say no without a speech. You say yes without fear. And the crazy part, people can feel it. They may not know what changed, but they know something shifted. That's why alignment attracts. That's why unbothered energy confuses people who expected access to the old you. That's why your presence starts speaking louder than your explanations ever did. And tonight, that's the energy I'm bringing into this space. Calm, grounded, open. No rushing, no proving, no overextending. Just chemistry within myself, and I'm inviting you to tap into yours. So, as you pour whatever is in your glass tonight, I want you to check in with yourself. Where are you forcing things that don't need force? Where are you drained when you should be supported? Where is your energy asking you to realign? Because the more aligned you become, the less bothered you have to pretend to be. And that right there, that's grown. That's magnetic. That's chemistry done right. Now, let's sip. If you have your cigar, let's puff. Let's breathe. Okay, now we're ready. So tonight's episode is for everybody. My ladies, my fellas, and anyone trying to build chemistry so strong, it makes your ex randomly check your Instagram at 2:17 a.m. for no reason at all. We're starting with something fun and spicy. We're teaching women football basics because, sis, it is time. You cannot keep pulling up to Super Bowl parties asking, "What color are we?" with a plate of wings and zero understanding of what's going on the screen. That era is over. And fellas, please don't go anywhere because we're flipping the script and getting into why women's self-care is mandatory, not optional. And why? Well, here's your spoiler alert. it benefits you. So, unclench your shoulders and grab your notepad. Exhale. Class is officially in session. All right, ladies. Football is not confusing, so let's talk about it. Football is just strategy, drama, cardio with shoulder pads, basically Real Housewives with helmets. Let's break it down. First down. A first down means the team has 4 chances to move the ball 10 yards. Think of it like communication. Effort is being made, progress is happening, the conversation continues. It's like getting a text back with intention, not a text that says K or LOL, but a text that lets you know, yeah, I'm trying to move this forward. And then boom, first down. Because nobody likes a 3 and out, just like nobody likes dry replies. Now let's talk about the touchdown. A touchdown, that's the big sexy. 6 points, celebrations, music, dancing, grown men acting like they just paid off student loans, found money they forgot about, or got approved for a credit limit increase. It's giving, I just found $20 in last year's winter coat. It's joyful, unhinged, it's deserved. Okay, what about the field goal? You know, that part where you see someone kicking a ball through a big U? That's the field goal. That's the backup plan. It's not the dream, but it's still a win. It's, okay, this didn't go exactly how I wanted it to go, but at least I'm not leaving empty-handed. You know, growth. Offsides. So offsides is when somebody jumps too early. Like someone answering a question that you haven't even finished asking. Sir, relax. Let the play develop. Interception. Now, that's when you see all the men get really angry. An interception is betrayal in HD. That's when the other team snatches the ball right out the air, kind of like somebody reaching for your fries after they told you that they were not hungry. It's painful, disrespectful, and memorable. People talk about it for years. So now that I've told you about the touchdown, the field goal, the interception, offsides, let's talk about the key characters. The quarterback. This is the man everybody protects with their life. He's the decision maker, the communicator, the one with the ball and all the pressure. Everybody's job is to make sure he has time to think, move, and execute, because if the quarterback goes down, the whole play falls apart. Think of him as the leader, the planner, the one calling the shots. That's why when you see all those big bodies forming a wall around him, that's intentional, because the quarterback is valuable. And yes, this is usually the guy they zoom in on after every play. Attention comes with responsibility. The wide receiver, now this is the one with the big personality. He's fast, he's flashy, he's confident. He's the one sprinting down the field like, throw it to me, I'm open, I got this. Wide receivers are about timing, trust, and execution. They don't touch the ball in every play, but when they do, It's usually dramatic. These are the dudes with the celebrations, the charisma, the look at me energy. And listen, every team needs one because confidence catches attention and touchdowns. The referee, the referee, that's the hater in the khaki pants. The referee is not on anybody's team. Well, according to who you ask. Some people think he works for whatever team they're not cheering for. His job is to enforce the rules, call penalties, ruin your favorite play at the worst possible moment. He is necessary, but deeply disliked. Anytime something good happens and you hear a whistle, that's the hater in the khaki pants. Arms crossed, face is serious, voice monotone. Nobody cheers for the ref, ever. But here's the lesson. Rules exist to keep the game fair, even when they feel inconvenient. Still, he's going to get booed loudly. So, why does this matter? Well, once you know who gets protected, who gets the spotlight, who kills the vibe, you can actually follow the game. You don't have to know every rule. You don't have to memorize stats. Just know the roles, and now football has a storyline. And once you can follow the story, you can also enjoy the game. Congratulations, you are officially dangerous during football season. Now, all you got to do is pick your team and never switch up, no matter if they haven't seen a Super Bowl since the late 90s. Ladies, listen. Taking an interest in his world does not make you less feminine. It makes you connected. It says, I see you, I care, and I'm present. And men feel deeply seen when you engage with what they love. All right, now let's shift. Fellas, come here. No, come a little closer. Yeah, you. Come here. Let's take a sip. Okay. Unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, because this next part, it might save your whole relationship. Now, let's get one thing straight before we go any further. Women's self-care is non-negotiable. It's not optional. It's not extra. It's not something she has to earn by being good. It is maintenance. And every man listening who understands cars, phones, work equipment, or even sneakers, you already know what happens when you skip maintenance. Things still work until they don't. And when they don't, you act surprised. Now, let's talk about what it looks like when a woman is actually taken care of, starting with herself. When a woman is good, mentally, her mind isn't overloaded with everybody else's needs. Emotionally, she feels safe, heard, and supported. Spiritually, she has space to recharge and reconnect. Everything flows smoother. Not because she's trying harder, but because she's not running on empty. She's softer. She's not weak. She's just rested. She's more patient, not tolerating nonsense, just not depleted. She communicates clearer because her thoughts aren't buried under stress. She laughs easier because joy has room to exist. Affection comes naturally. Chemistry deepens without effort. And behind closed doors, baby, that energy is giving unlimited access. Not because you demanded it, not because you pressured her, but because her cup is full enough to pour. Now, let's flip it. Because when she's drained, oh man, she becomes Wi-Fi with one bar. You standing in the kitchen, holding your phone up, restarting the router, moving from room to room like, why is nothing loading? And nothing is loading. Not affection, not patience, not emotional understanding, not desire, nothing. And fellas, here is where a lot of men get it twisted. You start taking it personally. You think she's mad at you. You think she's changed. You think something's wrong with the relationship. No, sis is just tired. And exhaustion doesn't look soft. It looks distant. It looks irritable. It looks shut down. Which brings us to the part that really matters. Supporting her self-care is supporting yourself. It's not charity. It's strategy. And no, it does not require a grand performance. It doesn't require a dramatic speech. It doesn't require posting about it. It requires consistency. Here's what that actually looks like in real life. Space without guilt. Let her rest without making her feel like she owes you for it. No. Don't say, must be nice to lay down all day. Say, you good? I got this. You can help without announcements. Handle a chore without turning it into a TED Talk. Don't say, I did the dishes, I took out the trash, and folded the towels. Sir, you live here. You should do that as well. Just do it. Let the peace speak for you. Another thing you can do is give encouragement without complaints. Support her solo days, her appointments, her pampering. Don't say things like, you always need a break. Say, you deserve that. Go enjoy yourself. Or you could even join her. Because here's the truth men don't always hear. When you block a woman's rest and you block her self-care, you block her softness. When you resent her self-care, you resent the very version of her you claim to want. A restored woman loves better, communicates clearer, connects deeper, desires more freely. And when a woman feels safe resting in your presence, she comes back lighter, more open, more affectionate. She becomes the woman you fell in love with. And let's keep it real. The woman other men only wish they had access to, but never will, because they didn't understand the assignment. So fellas, hear me clearly. If you want peace in your relationship, you have to protect her peace. If you want chemistry, you have to help her maintain her energy. And if you want longevity, stop seeing her self-care as an inconvenience and start seeing it as relationship insurance. That's grown man energy. That's emotional intelligence. That is how chemistry stays alive. Relationships aren't about perfection, they're about partnership. Here's what I want you to remember. Football teaches strategy. Self-care teaches balance. Cocktails teach ritual. Cigars teach patience. Wine teaches timing. Everything connects when you pay attention. When both partners decide to show up, slow down, listen, romance intentionally, support consistently, communicate respectfully, the chemistry becomes undeniable. Two people choosing each other on purpose. That's grown. That's sexy. That's real chemistry. Okay, so here's a little homework. Ladies, learn one sports phrase this week. Use it and watch him light up. Fellas, schedule one act of restoration for her. No debate, no delay. Hey, she might cry, but in a good way. Here's something for you to do together. Make a drink. Talk about your week. Share a cigar. Check in emotionally. Teammates win championships. And that's tonight's mix. Chemistry, clarity, cocktails, cigars, and connection. So, as this tequila settles and the game clock winds down, I want to raise a glass to you, to learning each other's worlds, to showing up with curiosity instead of judgment, to realizing that chemistry isn't just about sparks. It's about effort, care, and understanding. Because when men and women take the time to meet each other where they are, the connection gets deeper, the tenderness gets stronger, and the chemistry, it hits different. If something from tonight's episode stayed with you, don't rush past it. Let it sit. Let it replay. Let it change how you show up on the field, at home, and in love. Pull up next time because you already know I'm serving truth, laughs, and intimacy, and of course, a little more heat. Until next time, keep your glass full, your mind open, and your energy grown and sexy. Hey, next round's on me. Don't be late.